have your reflections? What's been a tough encounter at Plainmoor?
Yeah, it was tough, and you know, we was in it for an hour. You know, you come up against a side that's got the confidence in not having lost for 20 games and being top of the league, of course. We needed to compete with them, and I thought we absolutely did that. And then I haven't seen it yet, but then they get a penalty just after half time and score, and then we get the bit of luck and they get somebody sent off. And it was the last 20 minutes I was disappointed with. It's very hard at the minute because you want to say well done to the boys for being a part of a good game, you know, against a top team, and giving the effort that they gave. But we didn't show enough in the last 20 minutes when they were down to 10 men. So that's really what I've got. I'm disappointed with them, and that's what I've told them. Yeah, well done. Great hour or so. But them going down to 10 men made us less effective, and we had to do a lot more. We had to pass the ball. More people had to affect the game, and that's what we didn't do. But we're still a youngish team, aren't we? So we're going to have to teach them, and they're going to have to see it on video. So they're all going home to watch the video last 20 minutes only, because the rest was okay, to see if they've actually made the runs or done something that would have got us that equalising goal back in the last 20 minutes. And there wasn't too many opportunities, quality opportunities.
Do you think it's fair to say that most of the opportunities that your side did create were probably in that first half, and at one point, in and around the time when Tom Lapsley equalised, your team were actually getting on top there?
Yeah, I'm not going to lose faith in the team, of course I'm not. But at the end of the day, they did. Create opportunities, and we did. Unfortunately, a few of our shots we miss it. You know, that were, I thought, good opportunities. And on another day, you hope that they get hold of that and smash it into the back of the net, sort of thing. So yeah, we did have opportunities, that's for sure, in that first hour. But yeah, I'll have a look at the video and I'll assess it, and we'll see, you know, what we need to work on. And all week, nearly every training session is we have a part of final third play, and we didn't have that enough in that last 20 minutes. So that's really what I'm focusing on. The rest was okay. You know, we competed well, and they've got a certain way of playing that we stopped to some extent. There's some good footballers there that are worthy of a few divisions up, and that's why they've gone 20 games undefeated, because they have got that bit of quality when it's needed to win a game by one goal.
Gaffer, you always set your team up to win, so if they don't do that, you're never going to accept that. But do you think it also hints at the progress that's been made over the last month or so? Your team put in good performances where we're actually now disappointed that we've actually lost one.
Yeah, I'm sure, absolutely, that's the case. But what we've got to do for when we're against teams that, you know, maybe are 6-pointers, and they decide it's better for them to, you know, they go 1-0 up or something, we've got to be able to get the game back, because we can't afford, like, teams that are around us to be 1-0 up and then sit back and us not be able to break them down. And it's got to be effort that's calculated and worked on, you know, that we worked on. And they didn't have the ideas in their heads that we give them in training. And that's the only thing. We've got to make sure that we're ready for the late goals if we need them. You know, what are we going to do? How do we make sure that we get opportunities? And it's not about just kicking it up in the air. It's about a bit of quality in and around that penalty area that we need to see from everybody. I'm not, you know, centre halves are up there more just as much as centre forwards in the last 20 minutes. You know, and yet we haven't scored a goal. We had a few corners, quite a few free kicks. We had possession, of course, but yeah. So it's not doom and gloom. It's still learning with this group. Some new lads, and you know, as you say, it wasn't a disaster, but we got to learn from it for the other games that are coming up, that we need to make sure we score at least 2 goals in. That's, you know, what we got to do from here on in.
Thank you for joining us, Gaffer. Much appreciated.
All right, no problem.